Know where you are before you can go far. Ladies and gentlemen, oh wait, what's going on? There we are. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. My name is Muneer and I want to welcome you to another episode of Unconscious Communication Secrets. And today we're going to be talking about knowing your starting point. First of all, we are live a lot after 5. I apologize. I am speaking at an event in about 20 minutes. So I love you guys. I gotta come on. I gotta represent. I gotta fulfill my obligation and do this daily. So I wanted to come on and tell you a very quick story that hopefully will help you in terms of getting further in your life. Now, this one technique is very powerful in whatever field that you want to grow in. So first of all, let me tell you a very quick story. When I first moved to Bahrain after working in the UK, I had an opportunity to buy my first car. Now, my first car was literally older than I was, right? I was always taught to respect my elders, so I used to call my car Sir. And this car was it was the Land Rover Discovery. It was pretty cool. It was just like I say, very older than I was. So but that's what happens with your first car typically, right? You gotta get something that you can afford. So I got this car, and for those of you that have lived in the Middle East, you know that we have like 3 seasons, right? We have hot, hotter, and we have Scarlett Johansson, right? And so at one point, soon after I bought the car, my AC stopped working. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? You start sweating, the car starts to look like a swimming pool. And so I was like, okay, I didn't know much about cars at the time. So I'm like, okay, it's a Land Rover Discovery. Let me go to the Land Rover dealership. So I go to them and I say, hey, can you fix my car? And they come back and they send me an email, and there's a long number on there. And I'm like, okay, I called them up. I'm like, I don't get it. What's this phone number? I tried it. It didn't work. They're like, that's not the phone number, sir. That's the price. I'm like, oh my God. This is my first job. I'm like, I can't afford that kind of thing. But then my friend Brendan says, that car is really old. Why on earth would you go to the dealership? You don't need brand new parts on a car that's that old. Go to the garages in Maharak. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Where should I go? So he tells me how to get to this place. Now, bear in mind, I was these are the days before Google Maps. Now, I may look like I'm 18, but back in those days, Google Maps wasn't a thing. So he's giving me directions, like telling me how to get there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I drive, I listen to the directions, I drive, I go to this place. And at some point I kind of get lost. And I try this way, and I try this way, and I try another way, and I'm getting lost, more lost. And then I'm like, okay, it's time. You're lost when a man decides to ask for directions. So so I call up the number and that Brendan has given me for this garage, and I say, hi, my name is Muneer. I want to come to your garage. Can you please help me know how to get there? And the guy's like, of course, yes, we're happy to help you. And he says, and I say, okay, so how do I get there? And he goes, okay, where are you? And I go, well, that's the reason I'm calling, because I'm lost. And the guy pauses. He's on the other side of the phone, thinking, what the hell's up with this idiot? And he's like, sir, how can I help you get to where you want to go if you don't know where you are? Okay, fair point taken. However, that's the point of this video, the point of this conversation. If you're trying to get to somewhere new, one of the most important things is actually understanding your starting point, understanding where you are right now in your life, what obstacles you're facing, why you're facing those, what's standing in your way. Because in order for you to figure out how you're going to get to your destination, the place that you want to get to, we got to figure out what are the roadblocks, how do we remove them, and so that you can get further faster than ever before. So, and you'll see this if you go to a gym. What is the first thing they do? They do a fitness assessment. So they figure out where you are. They ask you if you have any shoulder injuries, or if you have some issue with your foot, or can you not do this, or etc. So that they understand what the challenges are, so we can plan accordingly. And that's one of the first things that you got to do if you want to figure out how to get somewhere in your life. Figure out where you're at right now in that area. Now, in my program, I do something called the Wheel of Influence that looks at looks at the different areas of your life, and then we assess you on each of those. But it applies to any different area of your life. So, as I said, this is a very quick video where I wanted to talk about this thing. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run today, so I wanted to just come in and tell a very quick story, so and represent for you guys. So if you haven't, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you know anybody that would find this useful, as you know, I talk about unconscious communication secrets and how you can speak to anyone, anywhere, anytime, and get people to love you for it, basically. Ask them to subscribe. So. Thank you very much for tuning in. Lots of love. I will catch you on another video very soon. And thank you for watching once again. Peace out. One love. I'll see you soon.